You are looking at a document that is more than 700 years old, a little worse for the wear, but still legible. The Magna Carta is one of those historical documents everyone learns about as a kid, then promptly forgets. A refresher from Professor of Law Stephen VLADECK.
It's maybe the first statute signed by King John in 1215 on the fields of Runnymede in England, and it was basically a pact between the king and a number of the leading barons in England at the time, wherein the king promised to afford certain rights to the barons, certain legal protections.
The document on stretched animal skin went on to influence something called the U.S. Constitution. Now, to preserve and protect it, this 1297 Magna Carta is getting a new home of glass and metal after some surgery.
They repaired the small holes and tears that existed using a long fibered handmade paper adhered with wheat starch paste and gelatin.
Later in February, it will go back on display at the National Archives in Washington. Touchscreens nearby will help blow away those cobwebs from 8th grade history.
We've created these interactive units that allow visitors for the first time not only to take a close look at Magna Carta, but also to be able to read it, since not many of our visitors speak medieval Latin.
This Magna Carta is actually in private hands, owned by this man, Washington businessman David Rubenstein, who bought the document in 2007, loaning it to the archives as a gift to the American people.
This looks pretty impressive, and I'm very pleased with it. It looks great to me, but looks like we can actually touch it.
No touching, but as visitors gaze on the scrawls from so long ago enclosed in a space-age case, what should they be thinking?
We really have the Magna Carta to thank for the legacy of what in American law we would call due process. The idea that the government should act fairly and should act at least rationally in all cases.
The rule of law, not men. Government of principles, not passion. The Constitution. Ideals we all live by now that got their start here. Lee Powell, The Associated Press, Washington.